tell you an amazing and interesting story. The title is The Wind and the Sun. Have you heard of this story before? If you haven't, I'm going to tell you the story. And if you have, I'm going to tell you the story again. Anyways, let's get back to the story. One bright morning, the wind and the sun were talking high up in the sky. They were both proud of themselves and loved to show their power. "I'm the most powerful thing in the world," said the wind proudly. "The night below, the trees bend, birds flew for shelter, and wave rises. I can destroy everything I want." The sun smiled. "Yes, you may be strong, dear wind, but I think gentleness and warmth can achieve what force and anger cannot." "Kindness? That's weak. Let's see who is stronger. We'll have a competition," the wind said. And then, at that moment, they saw a traveler walking down the road below. He was wearing a heavy coat and a hat because the air was shivering cold. I know, said the wind. "We'll have a competition, and the competition is the first one who can take off the traveler's coat and hat will win, and who succeeds will be the strongest." The sun agreed. The wind went first. He blew hard, whirling dust and leaf into the air. But the traveler only held onto his coat tighter. The second time, he blew harder and harder. But the traveler struggled to keep his hat from flying away and only pulled his coat tighter even more. He was very tired but didn't give up. He blew with all his might and strength until the trees bent low. Birds flew for shelter and people ran for shelter. But no matter how hard he blew, the traveler only pulled his coat even tighter. And frustrated, he gave up. And then the sun smiled and began to shine. At first, he sent down gentle rays of warmth. The air became pleasant and the travelers started to relax. And then, the air became so warm that the traveler stopped walking, wiped his forehead with full of sweat, if you ask me, and take off his coat completely. "There, you see, my friend, gentleness and warmth can achieve what force and anger cannot." And then, the wind looked down at the traveler and then at the smiling sun. He realized that the sun was right. And from that day on, the wind learned that the true strength lies not in harshness or power, but in patience, kindness, and warmth. The end. And you might be wondering, what's the moral of the story? Well, the moral of the story is gentleness and warmth are stronger than force and anger. Thank you for listening to my storytelling. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye and God bless us. Thank you.